Hey traders, how you doing? Rick here, Hit Run Candlesticks. This is December 1st, 2025. Markets all closed up, and I thought I'd do an end of the, end of the day video here. I want to talk about the SPY, Apple, TMQ, CRWV, and BITO, BITO. First, bear with me here. Excuse me, I apologize. This is still Black Friday week, okay? We are going to shut this down pretty soon. It's going to run for a few more days. But I just do want to remind anyone and everyone, if you want to take advantage of the 2 months for the price of one, 6 months free if you purchase an annual membership. And of course, there's the lifetime membership that is heck of a deal, under $2,000. If you're interested, check out the links in the YouTube video below. Check out our social media area, or if you'd like to get a hold of me and talk about it, start with an email, rick@ricksadler.com. That's SADDLER.com. And with that, let's get right to it. I'm going to start with the SPY, and I want to start with the monthly SPY, okay? So on the monthly SPY, I think everybody can see that we've got a hangman up there. Tools out. There we go. We've got a hangman up there. And I think we need to not forget that it's there. That's important. Don't forget that it's there. So as I'm going through charts and I'm looking for targets to the upside or targets to the downside, I always want to keep that in mind, especially for those targets to the upside, okay? All right, with that said, all right, we've got a hangman here. Let me do one more thing too. Bear with me here, okay? Price remains above the 8 EMA, and the 8 EMA remains above the trend indicator, and the trend indicator is still green. So right there, trend is still bullish, okay? Very bullish trend. We just have this candle up here that's questionable. So now let's go to a weekly chart. We look at the weekly chart, and let's do this. Price is above the 8 EMA. The 8 EMA is the white line, by the way. And the 8 EMA is above the trend indicator, and the trend indicator is green. So trend-wise, we're still bullish here. Price action-wise, we're also bullish. I mean, we got a little ugly over here, but then we've come back pretty good. And so far, what we have is an inside day. If we do this, make that an arrow, if we just take from these lows right there and go up to that high and come back to these lows, we did make a lower low. Yes, we did. But we're moving up, trying to make that higher high. So for me, I want to give it a chance to do that before I get, negative on the market because of that hangman. If we come over here to the daily chart, you can see that the bulls are really trying to move up. And we can, draw this line, let's see, like this, say from those highs, this big high over here on the left, to this high, and just draw it down. Well, you can see that we broke out of that and closed up there Friday, I guess, and then we closed up there today. Now, I know we have a wick up here. Now, when we break out and we close up there, on our pullback, it's okay to go below that line. It doesn't mean that all this has failed. It's okay to pull below that line. So that looks like what we're doing today. Well, it looks like what we're doing, say, tomorrow or the next day. In fact, I bought some SPY puts just to trade to the downside. We'll talk about that in a minute. So if we look at the market here, we've been up a crazy amount, almost ridiculous. So a little bit of a pullback is warranted, and a pullback to the 8 EMA or the trend indicator would be perfectly normal in a chart. I'm hearing a lot of chatter out there. The top is in. Well, it may very well be in, but don't guess. Trade the trend. You can't guess on it. I guess you can, but guessing gets you nowhere. Trade the trend and trade the price action. So what I mean here is, long as price holds above the T line or the 8 EMA, and the 8 EMA holds above the trend indicator, we have a bullish trend. Even if tomorrow we were to do this, that trend remains bullish. Now, no one's going to want that to happen. And we especially don't want it to go back below the 50-period moving average. So here, price did go below the 50. The 8 did go below the 50. Trend indicator did go below 50. And now it's back above it. For my personal trading, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it a chance to work out. Now, at the moment, I think we go higher to new highs. That can all change if we fail here. And higher to new highs doesn't necessarily mean this week, next week, or even the month of December. We could pull back and dance around, say, that 670, 665 area. Even, I hate to even talk about it, even come back a little lower before we move up higher. Now, if we break below these lows, yeah, there's going to be a problem there. We don't want that to happen. No. We don't want that. But a little bit of pullback is normal for this kind of a move up. So for me, I'm going to tell myself, Rick, give it a chance to work out. All right. So while I'm on the SPY, let's talk about those SPY puts that I bought, and we'll talk about Apple, TMQ, and CRWV when we get to those, okay? All right. So I did buy some SPY puts, just looking for an overnight, maybe a 2-day trade, pulling back into this 675 level. And remember, earlier in the week, this let's make this this color. There we go. This whole area right there, these tops and this top right there was so important. And you can see it's right there about that dotted line that we have. And so important. So watching a little bit of a pullback just seems normal to me, to come back into that level and maybe even back down a little bit, even to the 50-period moving average, which is the blue line there. And then, I mean, I would hate to think we're going to come down here. I don't want to think about that. But in case we do, when you look at this chart from a price action standpoint, isn't that what you're looking for anyway? Most people, you're looking for a big thrust up, you're looking for a rest, and then you're looking for bulls to step back in. So I just don't think we should shoot the SPY right now and, call it the tops are in. They could be, that's possible. But don't you think following the trend would make more logic, make more sense? So as long as our trend holds, we're going to stay for the most part to the long side, even though I did buy some SPY puts just for an overnight quick buck, or maybe 2 days quick buck to the downside. All righty. Now let's get going and let's talk about BITO. BITO. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Now, if anyone's been following my YouTube videos or following me in the trading room a little bit, well, you know that I've been talking about Bitcoin a little, and I'm very interested in buying it. And so here we gap down today, and we just put in this little hammer here, little hammer right there. Okay, I was very interested in Bitcoin here, but I wasn't going to buy it because there's not a chart pattern that I like there, just a move up. So what? Well, now we've moved down. Any bullish movement over today's candle, I'm going to start looking for a buy there. I know that we made a lower low here. So we've got this Morningstar type well, it is a Morningstar candle pattern here. We've rallied up. We broke out of this the first part of the Morningstar candle pattern on 1120. We moved up, and then we've gapped down here. If we start moving back, I see this as some bottom construction here. So I'm going to be watching this pretty closely. Now, I mean, if we move a little lower, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking at it or considering some BITO, BITO, or IBIT, one of those. I'm going to wait for the entry. I'm just not going to arbitrarily buy it down here. I'm going to wait for the entry. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this, looking for this rally up, look for a little rest, and then look for those bulls stepping in here. I've got an alert set at almost 1455, 1460. That'll alert me, but I think I'm going to set another alert on this. Let's see, what am I going to do here? Yeah, I'm going to set another alert pretty much right there. Okay. So we start cooking over this candle, this, what is it, 1121 candle, then I will get alerted there. And there is a good chance that I do start to pick this up in this area right in here. Say, what is it, 13, say to 13 to 1450, I'll start looking for a buy. And then on a breakout, I might even buy a little more. Now, if we take the highs of December 17th here and draw down to the low, this would be the 50% retracement back up about the 200 period moving average. Now, if it does start to climb, the 50 is going to move lower. I'm sorry, the 200 is going to move a little bit lower. So I think maybe we come down here and we'll use about 1850 as our main target. That's going to be, man, I hope we get up there, right? That would be some good money up there. We're talking 32%. So we'll manage the trade here. Anyway, anyone that has our app downloaded, please keep it updated. Make sure that it's working. And you should receive an alert from me almost every single day, maybe even a couple alerts. So if you're not getting those alerts, get that app downloaded, and I'll keep you updated on this, okay? All right, now let's take a look at Apple, and then we'll take a look at CRWV, and that'll be the end of this video. So here's Apple. Apple came through one of our main targets up here of 281.15. It looks like it's reaching for the next target of 284.65 and a target up higher than that. Let's go one more level up. There would be a target about that 288 to 290. As Apple moves up a little bit, keep in mind that the higher it goes, the more likely we are for a little bit of a rest, which could mean a better entry for those that are shopping for it. So let's keep an eye on Apple. I'll keep you updated on that. And by the way, if you don't like Apple because of the money, take a look at AAPU. Whoops, try that again. AAPU. You know, that gets you down to about 39 bucks. A lot cheaper for the chart, less money invested rather than just in Apple itself. All right, let's take a look at CRWV. CRWV, and I forgot to mention TMQ, the one we bought today. Hang on, and I'll talk about that, okay? CRWV, there we are. Okay, there's CRWV. I've got this on my list for a buy. There's my first alert. There's my second alert. I'd like to buy somewhere in this area right in here. We've got a nice tweezer bottom, nice doji hammer tweezer bottom here. A great little bullish engulf today. So if we start moving up, I'll get alerted. I may be a buyer right in here or just above that line, or in above the trend indicator. And we'll be looking for a target up, a good target, I think, up near 32.80. but right here at 99.70 would also be a nice target. 110 here. Sorry, that was the percentage, 32% up there, and then here about 99.25. Okay. Oh, here's this chart. We did buy this one today. Thanks for, that's not it, TMQ. Thanks for hanging out with me on this video. I appreciate it. If you like what we show here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below in the video. Okay, and don't forget our Black Friday sale. It's not going to last forever. Just a few more days, and we're shutting her down. All righty. So we bought TMQ here, and what I did is I bought the March 20s. I did buy. I know, normally a lot of people don't buy options on a stock this cheap, but I did, and I bought the where'd they go? There they are. The March $4 strike on that, and I bought that. And here we've got a very nice morning star that happened over here. And then you see we pushed up a little bit, and then we just started to slide sideways. And if you look at this, look how this thing, where's my pencil here? Make that yellow. See, we rallied up and then pulled back, made these lows, and now we're starting to come up. That's a very nice chart pattern right there. That's excellent. So we start to see this breakout here. I have a target here at $5.34. Next target up here at $6.43 if you want to get to the penny. And then up here at this next target, the 730 area, that represents about 37%. And that is the 50% retracement of the October highs down here to the November lows. So just half of that trade, going back up to the top, just 50% up there. That is a ton of money, almost 59% there. So I'm liking that trade. It's looking pretty good. So go Bulls, right? Anyway, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Again, if you like the video, leave me a thumbs up. Just let me know that you like it. And feel free to leave a comment. Everyone take care. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 live. Everybody's invited, okay? Take care. Thank you.